this is for Aquarius for the week of March 22nd through the 28th. My bestie Jessie is traveling. While she's gone, I'm doing solo readings, but I'm adding 2 cards from the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle deck just to add some depth to your reading since it's solo. Right, Aquarius, for your problem, we have 7 of Wands, Obstacle, 6 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. And your resolution, 10 of Pentacles. Very beautiful. I'm going to pull 2 Lenormand cards, and then I also want to pull a clarifier for your resolution card. All right, Aquarius, really interesting reading. Your problem, the tarot is saying, is you are either feeling like your current situation is just too overwhelming, too competitive, involves too much conflict. I'm leaning towards a work or sort of creative project situation. If this feels more like a relationship, you can apply it there. We do have 1 card. This card here can represent a masculine partner in a reliable, good partner. But I'm seeing a lot of wands and a lot of pentacles, so it feels a little bit more like a business or creative venture. And I say that partly because your resolution is beautiful. It's stable wealth. So, you know, the advice from the tarot is that you will get there. Along the way, you are going to need to sort of reveal a part of yourself or use a skill set that you haven't before. Possibly, often when I think of creative endeavors, they can feel very intimate and very personal, and so we hide those parts of ourselves. I know, like for me, I don't tell everyone that I love tarot because that to me is a very personal part of my life. And that's kind of what I get from this card here, is that there's something creative that you are holding back on. And in order to start this new journey, you're going to need to reveal that side of yourself. Of course, if you feel safe to do so, and maybe that's part of it, is finding a space where you do feel safe. Once you start this journey, though, oh my goodness, really, you have several cards here that represent unexpected success, and whether that be fame or just material success, I'm sure it will depend on the situation, but it was interesting that I got 3 clarifiers that came out, and I said, you know what, I normally don't read that many clarifiers, but I wanted to in this case. And Ace of Wands is sort of like this kind of like, go ahead and start that, whatever it is that you want to start. And then 6 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles are both unexpected gains. So when I see the 10 of Pentacles here, to me, it's saying you will reach this wealth point. You may not feel right now like you can reach that point. It might feel like you are very stuck. You're still sort of hiding. But this card here in the Lenormand deck, it can represent a soulmate, like a fated soulmate, but also just fate in general. And in this kind of reading where I see a lot of business cards, I almost feel like there's a venture that you've deep down, maybe in your subconscious, you've known that you wanted to do, and you've hidden it, sort of pushed it away, and It's starting to affect you. Um, and one thing I will say with if this is a creative project, it can often feel like, oh, this has been done already. Um, there's already, these many artists, but if you've ever read any of Rick Rubin's, Jesse's gonna be so mad I mentioned Rick Rubin. I really recommend his book, The Creative Act. He talks about how creativity is really tied to your soul. And so if you are doing something that is truly you, it will inevitably be authentic. So you don't need to worry about competition, or has this been done before? Because if your goal is just to express your specific creativity, it will never be something repetitive, because it's you, and souls and human beings, we're unique. Each of us is very unique, so you don't need to worry about that. Um, but yes, really, really beautiful reading, and um, I hope, Aquarius, that this resonates with you, because I'd love to see what projects you guys get up to, or if this is a new business or whatever it is. Please leave in the comments, because I love this type of thing. It's super exciting. Thank you for joining the Tarot Girlies this week. We hope that you enjoyed the reading. Please feel free to like, subscribe. We love to hear your comments, and we hope to see you next week.